Yo, what's up, everyone? Um, Real quick, I just want to take a look at this very goofy story that came out today. Um, so, some college in Iowa, and I thought it said they hit a. I was reading this wrong. I thought they made 111 3 point. I'm like, damn, like, that's 300 points. I'm like, what in the world? But I had to read it again. Reading is fundamental. Um, the school in Iowa, Grinnell College, they attempted an NCAA record. Now that's an all NCAA, all college athletic basketball. They attempted 111 3 pointers. That, oh my God. Just thinking about that number. If you hit 50%, that's 150 points, bro. Oh man. That's such a video game thing. Let me check this out. So Grinnell College set an NCAA men's basketball record for 3 point attempts when it tried every one of its 111 shots from beyond the arc in Division Three schools. 124-67 victory over Amos Bible College. The number eclipsed the 109 3 point shots Troy attempted in its oh my god in its infamous game against DeVry on January 12, 1992, when the Trojans won 258 141 in what is still the highest scoring game in NCAA history. First of all, I didn't even know DeVry had a basketball team. Do they still have a basketball team? Or they're like a 90s thing? I didn't know they actually had a sports. I didn't know they had sports at DeVry. To be for real, that's crazy. Yeah, no one ever hit that again. That was just that's on some video game stuff. Grinnell didn't just shoot a lot of threes Thursday night. The Pioneers made them. They were 40 of 111 from the field, shot 51.1% in the second half, and their total made threes is second in NCAA history behind the 42 they made against Amos in 2018. Oh, so they just beat up on this school. The Pioneers are no strangers to making history. You know what this game reminds me of? If anyone's ever seen One Tree Hill, I forgot what season it is. It was the season when they took over for Whitey. Wasn't Lucas and Nathan, and they were coaching One Tree Hill, and they took over. And it was like one season they had this guy, Hot Shot, but he sprained his arm or broke his arm or something, and the rest of the team was like they were bad, man. Like they knew from the jump before the game even started they just could not compete with the other team. So basically, they had this really ridiculous, and it kind of worked. I can't remember if they won or not, but essentially, what the whole point of the whole strategy was for just that guy to just come up the court. I think the whole I forgot what the actual strategy was. I think it was just basically just shoot threes the whole game. Don't attempt to hit the paint. Just shoot threes and box out and play defense. I think that's all. I think that's all it was. That's what this reminds me of. For years, they've used a unique offensive system based on the ideas of Paul Westhead and Marymount in the 1980s, and fine-tuned by David Arsenault at Grinnell, which is about halfway between Des Moines and Iowa City. The philosophy is predicated on quick shots, prioritizing 3 points, constant full court. Oh yeah, this was yeah, and crashing the offensive glass. They ran this in the show in that game where I forgot his name. He got hurt. Yeah. They ran this. They ran this. They ran this philosophy in the game. That's what this reminded me of. Yo, that's crazy. I thought it was just some silly made up TV that I didn't know it was an actual offense. I guess you only really can run this if you don't really have like a a decent big. Like if you got like this is true small. Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't have any bigs, and the team wasn't all that great. So they had to run this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, bro, that's crazy. Dang, I feel like I feel like watching One Tree Hill now. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna go watch One Tree Hill when I'm done with this. In 2012, Grinnell guard Jack Taylor set an NCAA record with 138 points in a game. I think I remember this story. He also scored 109 in the game the following year, while former players Griffin Lynch and Jeff Clement also held Division III scoring records. The Pioneers are coached by Arsenault's son, David Arsenault Jr. Adam Phillips led Grinnell on Thursday night by going 12-24 from the line for 36 points. Mose Thurmgreen hit 8 threes and scored 24 points. Aiden Gilbert at 18 and Jason Leon had scored 12. The Pioneers, who improved to 4-6 with the win, did score 4 points at the free throw line. Okay. All right. So it's really three or nothing. That's insane, bro. I just, golly, the thing with this offense, so you got to be you have to have a very good, uh, your team has to be very good at shooting, but you also need a team that's physical because that's a lot of, you're not going, 3-pointers are not, they're the hardest shot to make. So your percentages goes down the further away from the basket. So you really got to have some guys that are willing to go into the paint every time and crash the boards. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to do a lot of, your team has to be very in shape. You know, their cardio has to be on point because depending on what kind of shot it is, you know, if you shoot and it bricks, you may got to get them long rebounds and you may not have time you got to be able to get back on defense because you're not going to be able to always set your feet and you know, set your defense up. You know what I mean? You got them guys got to be running all the time. I'm like, geez. But I guess it works. They got four wins so far, so I guess it's it's uh it's a uh somewhat what is it? It's not, I guess, somewhat decent. It's not the word I was going for. It's a manageable offense, I guess. You don't really have to. You kind of just gotta let the guys play, I guess. Just so like I said, a lot of running, a lot of crashing the boards, and a lot of shooting. It's just constant shots. Um, yeah, that's it. This is some crazy stuff. Stuff like this always happens in like the lower divisions. I guess because you can get away with that. I don't think in Division 1. I don't think there's any team that could do that now. Um, it wouldn't be possible. I don't think the competition, the defenses, they're too tough. Um, and 3-point shooting isn't really a thing in college ball. That's more of a pro thing. I think even it's a lot of it's like a lot of 1-3-1 and like it's a lot more zone in college. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more discipline. You can't be throwing up threes. That's like some pro stuff where them guys just run up and down the court, shoot threes. He's going 120, 130 points a game. Actually, there's a video. I'll link it to a guy I watched called First Letter, and he goes on this like 20-minute tangent. Him and his like co-host, they go on this 20-30 minute rant on the current NBA. It's funny as hell, but it's very truthful in what he's saying. So I'll link that down, but it's a very good video. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to do this little, weird, obscure story. You hear about this every so often. Every few years, there's some crazy college basketball story in the lower divisions. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think this will ever be beat? Because this is a record now. So let me know if you ever think this will be beat. And if you think it'll be beat, at what division do you think it will happen in? And I guess what school would do it, but that also goes to division. But yeah, you just let me know what division you think it would happen in and what school you think could do this, could beat this record. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace out.